Good afternoon. Please be seated. Welcome to the 2019 School of Kinesiology Commencement Ceremony. I'm Tom Templin, Associate Dean for Faculty and Undergraduate Affairs, and I have the privilege to be your host today. Before we begin the program, and as a courtesy to others, please take a moment to silence your cell phone so we can enjoy this ceremony uninterrupted. I would also like to remind guests to remain in your seats during the awarding of degrees. Thank you. What an incredible day this is. We are in this magnificent Hill Auditorium full of happy, energetic, and proud graduates, surrounded by their families, friends, and our faculty and staff who are here to celebrate your success. We are so excited to have a very special commencement speaker, Dr. Barry Franklin, who has a distinguished career in cardiac rehabilitation. Barry, thank you for joining us today. I am proud to say that we will be led in song today by one of our very own kinesiology students, Jeffrey Walker. I'm sure you'll be quite impressed by his talent, and I'm also proud to say that the Krause Building, the site of our school's new home in the fall of 2020, is directly across the street, and you may have noticed some of the photographic signage that now adorns the fence line across the street and depicts various members of our faculty and labs from our school. This will be a ceremony filled with hugs, smiles, laughters, and tears. I may even shed a few. And reminders of how far you have come since your first days on campus. You've had research opportunities, internships, study abroad experiences, clinical rotations, group assignments, and other intellectually challenging projects that have added to your academic portfolio. You have enjoyed great social, cultural, and athletic events, including some of our Final Four appearances and championships. And most importantly, you have made friendships that you will cherish for the rest of your lives. This afternoon is about bittersweet endings, yet exciting new beginnings. You have distinguished yourselves in a population of high-achieving students who have worked hard and accomplished a great deal. Today's events will leave you with many wonderful memories of a celebration shared by family, friends, and the faculty and staff of the School of Kinesiology. We all know that it's a team effort to make it to graduation day. Graduates, please stand and give your family, friends, and our faculty and staff a round of applause. Thank you. Our celebration today will move rather quickly, and at the conclusion of the ceremony, the platform party and graduates will depart immediately to the second floor of the Michigan League for our reception. There will be plenty of opportunities for photo shots and refreshments, and opportunities for words of congratulations and, of course, fond farewells. Now please rise as Jeffrey Walker, a graduating sport management master's student, sings our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and mortarboards.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Now that's a 6-year veteran of the Michigan Glee Club. Thank you, Jeffrey. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Dean, Dr. Lori Plott-Snyder. Dr. Snyder became the leader of our school in July of 2016 after a very successful tenure as a professor at Syracuse University, followed by a distinguished career as a lead science in exercise physiology at the NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston. Dean Plott-Snyder, on behalf of our faculty, staff, and students, I thank you for your leadership over the past 3 years. Please welcome Dean Lori Plott-Snyder.
As Dean of the School of Kinesiology, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome you to this wonderful celebration of our 2019 graduates. I would also like to use this opportunity to take a moment to acknowledge our amazing faculty. Faculty, please stand, and let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated. It's a very exciting time to be in our field. According to the publication Inside Higher Education, over the past decade, the number of undergraduate students in kinesiology programs across the U.S. has increased by about 50%. This is reflected here in increased application rates for all of our programs. We have received the largest number of freshman applications to date in the history of our school for this coming fall. And it's getting more competitive. Fewer than 20% of our applicants will be accepted into the School of Kinesiology. One of the reasons the demand to enter our school is increasing is because of the opportunities in athletic training, health and fitness, movement science, and sport management, which are all rapidly growing. Michigan kinesiology graduates in all of our majors and degrees are valued, sought after, and respected. All of us here today know that Michigan kinesiology students are energetic and effective leaders. You've seen it for yourself. They participate in organizations such as Michigan Health Aid, the Sport Business Association, the Organization for Athletic Training Students, the Michigan Sport Business Conference, Phi Epsilon Kappa, Student Government, Exercise is Medicine, and many others. They have won a host of awards from our school, the university, and even national organizations. Many of our students are international travelers, gaining significant global experience to enrich their education. They work as teaching assistants in a wide range of our kinesiology classes. They conduct research in labs and centers across campus, publish in scholarly professional journals, and have written for the Michigan Daily or the mgoblue.com. Our students have worked on and off campus, competed on athletic and academic teams, excelled in independent study opportunities, interned with sports organizations, companies, hospitals, clinics, schools. They are active, motivated, and very busy. The students of the class of 2019 leave kinesiology with strong optimism as they begin the next phases of their life. Many of our movement science graduates will pursue advanced degrees in physical therapy, occupational therapy, medicine, or public health. Others will begin their careers as healthcare workers or researchers, and 11 of our movement science graduates will enter the exciting new world of intraoperative neuromonitoring. Our athletic trainers will take their conditioning and healing skills to the sidelines of high school, college, and professional sports teams. Some will begin graduate studies in areas like physical therapy, biomechanics, or sports science. Graduate school is also the next step for some of our health and fitness majors. Others will work as health educators, community and corporate wellness providers, and athletic performance trainers, using their knowledge to build a healthier community, workplace, and world. A large percentage of our sport management students will begin climbing the ladder at sports franchises, media companies, and other corporate organizations, and others will pursue advanced degrees in business, sport administration, and law. I know that each of you, graduates and your families, are as proud of your accomplishments at Michigan as we, your faculty members and advisors, are of you. As you take the next steps in your life, you carry our sincere congratulations and best wishes with you. And it is especially fitting that such a great graduating class benefits from the wisdom of our exceptionally accomplished commencement speaker, Dr. Barry Franklin. I'll tell you a little bit about Dr. Franklin. He received his Bachelor of Science in Health and Physical Education from Kent State University, his Master of Science in Health and Physical Education from the University of Michigan School of Kinesiology just a couple of years ago, and his PhD in Physiology from Pennsylvania State University. Dr. Franklin is the past editor-in-chief of the Journal of Cardiopulmonary Rehabilitation and Prevention and the American Journal of Medicine and Sports. He's the past president of the American Association of Cardiovascular and Pulmonary Rehabilitation and a past president of the American College of Sports Medicine. Currently, he holds formal editorial board appointments with 15 different scientific and clinical journals. I will not name them all off for you. He is also the current chair of the American Heart Association's Council on Nutrition, Physical Activity, and Metabolism. Dr. Franklin and his associates have studied the hemodynamic and cardiorespiratory responses to numerous occupational and leisure time activities. Other areas of his research interest include the primary and secondary prevention of heart disease and the risks associated with sporadic high-intensity exercise. Dr. Franklin has written or edited more than 500 publications, including 375 papers, 77 book chapters, and 27 books, and has received numerous awards from the American College of Sports Medicine, the National Association for Health and Fitness, and the American Heart Association, among others. While these accomplishments are impressive, the impact he has made on society is immeasurable. As a pioneer of interprofessional education, Dr. Franklin has worked tirelessly to integrate, expand, and blend the exercise physiology and cardiology disciplines. The cross-transfer of knowledge, skills, and abilities has anchored exercise science firmly in the cardiology world and complemented the medical management of patients at risk for or with chronic disease. Dr. Franklin embodies the Michigan difference by working every day to make the world a better, healthier place. Please help me welcome School of Kinesiology alum, Dr. Barry Franklin.
Good afternoon. I'd like to express my appreciation and gratitude to Dean Ploutz-Snyder and Associate Dean Templin for the honor of serving as your commencement speaker. Thanks also to Ann Travis and Joe Gagliardi for their assistance with logistics today. Last but certainly not least, my sincerest congratulations to all of you, the graduates we are honoring here today. Years ago, I became fascinated with a simple question. Why do some people thrive while others seemed to tread water and merely survive. Began reading everything I could on leadership and success strategies and carefully studied the stars in their respective fields. I asked myself, were there common behaviors that these superstars exhibited? You bet there were. My take-home message today for you graduates is this: leadership, professional opportunities, and success don't just happen. You create them by demonstrating certain actions and behaviors on a regular basis. My experience in applying these behaviors to my own life was confirmed by a book I read by Mark Myers entitled How to Make Luck, in which Myers contends that 90 to 95% of all lucky or unlucky things that happen to you are not by chance, but because of things you did or didn't do. One of the common denominators I found in researching highly successful people was articulated by the late Steve Jobs. He said, "The only way to do great work is love what you do." These sentiments were echoed by Pat Williams, who at the time was the vice president of Orlando Magic. And I love this quote. It says, "Figure out what you love to do as young as you can, something you're good at, then get somebody to pay you to do that for the rest of your life." What else did I learn? I learned that highly successful people take 100% responsibility for their life. They embrace the 10 most empowering two-letter words. If it is to be, it is up to me. I also learned our rewards equal our contributions. Specifically, serving others or helping others fill a void or special need in their lives. I tell young graduates, focus on your contributions and the rewards will come. Perhaps the late Zig Ziglar, a success guru, summed it up best when he said, "You can get anything you want in your life if you help enough other people get what they want." This evening, I'm going to share with you 7 specific success strategies. Strategy number 1, dedicate your life to a cause greater than yourself, and your life will become a glorious adventure. Pivotal event in my career was joining the American College of Sports Medicine in 1969, and I became active in the organization and other professional associations. Over the next 5 decades, my association involvement would lead me to service, learning, travel, and leadership opportunities I never dreamed of, including serving as president of 2 national associations. Regularly interacting with nationally, internationally renowned professors, scientists, and clinicians who shared my passions for the field, many of whom ultimately became close friends and esteemed colleagues. As the MasterCard commercial says, priceless. Number 2, set goals and set them in writing. Look at them often and take action every day to achieve them. I was taken back by a study I read conducted at a decent university called Stanford years ago. They looked at highly successful people and they came up with a sobering finding, which I loved. IQ and grades were not the major ingredient for future success in life. So those of you who graduate with a C+ or B average, you still can make it. 3 predictors of the most successful people in the world: self-confidence, perseverance, and the number 1 factor, tendency to set goals, achieve them, and cross them off your list. Here's a copy of our latest book on heart health. And there's a generous MDen gift certificate, courtesy of the School of Kinesiology. Who wants it? They're here for the taking. Who wants it? Wait. Drew just taught us a valuable lesson. Inertia is the single greatest barrier to success. It's also the easiest to overcome. All you have to do is act. Any action you take will do the trick. Get off your butt and move in the direction of your goals. Why? Because the universe rewards action. Strategy number 3 of the 7, cultivate people skills and collaboration. I'm a student of highly successful people. There's a restaurateur, a national restaurateur who's now worth about $1 billion. I heard him interviewed on the television the other day, and they said, "What's your secret? How do you do so well in the business world?" I was taken back by his answer. He said, "Every business associate I meet, every customer I meet, I pretend they have a sign around their neck. And that sign says, 'Make me feel important.'" If you indeed ask the CEOs, and I study this stuff as a hobby, of Fortune 500 companies, what's the number one prerequisite you're looking for in hiring and promoting people, they will tell you the ability to work with people. What are they looking for? They're looking for people of integrity. That is, people who do what they say they're going to do. They look for people who will shower their employees or colleagues with praise and appreciation. They're generally people who are very generous with their time and support, and individuals who are truly nice people. I worked with a lady from the American Heart Association who I thought had the most challenging job in the world. Her name was Shay Kennedy. She worked with the CEO, the chairman of the board, all these people, and I said, "Shay, what's your secret?" She said, "Take a look on every email. At the bottom of my email, I have my philosophy." So I checked it out. Bottom of every email from Shay Kennedy, AHA, says, "It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice." I sincerely believe that nice people, doors open up for them. Best advice I'd give you is surround yourself with stars in their respective fields who personify these characteristics. In other words, Emerson said it best, hitch your wagon to a star. Finally, collaborate with others who have skills, abilities, and resources you don't have. I'm a big fan of the movie director Steven Spielberg. I, like you, watched E.T., Schindler's List, it goes on and on. I heard Spielberg interviewed one time, and they said, "Spielberg, you're a genius. How do you do all these great movies?" He said, "I'm not a genius at all." This is Steven Spielberg talking. "I'm not a genius at all." So what's your secret? He said, "If you want me to direct your movie, you got to hire 2 guys, Steven Spielberg, but a friend of mine. His name's George Lucas. George comes up with all my special effects, and George makes me look good." Successful people surround themselves with people who make them look good and give them lots of credit. Strategy number 4, recognize that setbacks line the road to success. Abraham Lincoln lost 8 elections before becoming president. Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, had 1,000 rejections before he sold his first chicken recipe. Authors of Chicken Soup for the Soul, a zillion seller. Canfield and Hanson approached more than 140 publishers before somebody said, "Okay, we'll give this a shot." But perhaps the most sobering excerpt I ever saw, I read in the 2008 commencement address at Harvard. This author said, and I quote, "I think it fair to say, by any conventional measure, a mere 7 years after my graduation day, I had failed on an epic scale. An exceptionally short-lived marriage had imploded. I was jobless, a lone parent, and as poor as possible to be in modern Britain without being homeless." Who am I talking about? Exactly. Blockbuster Harry Potter series. The point I want to make to you as you embark on the real world of work, time and time again, the most successful companies and careers have proven unequivocally that failure is the lifeblood of innovation and mistakes are the portals of discovery. The bottom line is embrace those setbacks, and you're going to come upon those setbacks. Embrace those setbacks to motivate you to take action that will ensure future success. I love Dolly Parton's beautifully captured the essence of life's setbacks when she said, "If you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain." How true it is. Strategy number 5, strive for constant improvement. Learning doesn't stop here today. I'm a student of the Professional Golf Association, And I look at the PGA rankings every year, and they're very insightful when you compare good to great people. Let me give you some sobering data. The difference between the number 1 and number 10 golfer each year in the PGA, what they score in 18 holes, is about 1.5 shots. 1.5 shots. I started studying this stuff in 2002. There was a golfer, you may have heard the name, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods in 2002 was the number 1 golfer in the world. He averaged 68.56 shots. Number 10 golfer in the world, got the name of Sergio Garcia. He averaged 70 shots in 18 holes. What does that mean? It means Tiger Woods beat Sergio Garcia by less than 1.5 shots every time they played 18 holes. Tiger Woods won $7 million in 2002. Sergio Garcia, $1.9 million, but that's not the end of the story. It's a company, you may have heard of them, called Nike. Nike decided in 2002 they were going to award the top golfer in the world with a $60 to $80 million marketing contract, which Tiger Woods got because he was just a little bit better than the rest. The moral of the story is this: don't rest on your laurels. Constantly try to make yourself or your performance a little bit better over time. Small improvements, big rewards. Strategy number 6, as you get out in the real world, routinely try to exceed people's expectations. What a fascinating story. People magazine a few years ago about a cab driver in Manhattan that makes $50,000 more a year than all the other cab drivers. What does this guy do that nobody else does? Well, first of all, he gets his cab cleaned on a regular basis. Secondly, he buys copies of Wall Street Journal or USA Today and has them in the front seat, and somebody walks in, he says, you want a USA Today or Wall Street Journal? Thirdly, he's got a coffee bar in the back of his cab and juices. And lastly, there's the radio. You don't have to depend on, he doesn't depend on the cab driver. You've got the channels right in front of you as you sit in that back seat. You can put on music or not. What does he learn? He's learned that people often respond in kind, as I did when I signed my contract at Beaumont in 1985. I was moving from another hospital, and I had talked with the chief medical officer, and we had agreed on a salary figure. So Dr. Rutsky's secretary called me, and she said, Dr. Rutsky wants you to come in, review your contract, and sign it, and we'll get you started. I remember coming to his office. Secretary gave me the contract. I sat in a corner and I'm going through it to make sure everything was right. Something was wrong. The salary was wrong. The salary was $5,000 more than we agreed to on the phone a week earlier. I'm an honest guy. So I said, is Dr. Rutsky here? I need to talk with him. There's an error in the contract. So she said, wait 1 second. So I walked into his office. I said, Dr. Rutsky, sorry to bother you, but there's an error in my contract. It's $5,000 more than we agreed to a week ago. He paused for a second. He looked at me. He said, I decide your salary. You don't decide your salary. I decide your salary. And you're worth $5,000 more. That got my attention. And exceeding my expectations strongly motivated me to show him that I was worth it. So it wasn't unusual for me to work 80 or 85-hour weeks for the next 3 years. He more than got his $5,000 back. Finally, strive for greater rewards. I'll tell every one of you graduates, go for the gold. High school teacher addressed his class of seniors as he passed out the final exam. He said, since most of you guys are going to college next fall and I know grades are important, I'll give an automatic B to anyone on the final who wants to skip the exam. Most of the students sighed with relief, jumped up and left the classroom. Wow, great. Teacher then handed out a one-page exam to the 4 remaining students. It included just 2 sentences. Congratulations, you've just earned an A in this class. Keep believing in yourself. Go for the gold. In summary, building a highly successful career is not a matter of circumstance or of chance. I hate it when somebody says people are lucky. You make your own luck in life. Building a highly successful career is a matter of choice. Love what you do, or if you don't, find out what you love to do. Secondly, focus on your contributions. Don't worry about the rewards. Thirdly, constantly review your written goals and take action to achieve them. Next, embrace opportunities that organizational membership provides. Be a member of a major professional organization. I can't tell you the benefits that has held for me and so many others. Cultivate people's skills and collaboration. Understand that failures and rejection line the road to success. Strive for constant improvement, one year to the next. You got to be better. Routinely try to exceed people's expectations. Go for the gold. And lastly, from a practical perspective, do more than you're paid to do. The people that move up in any organization invariably raise their hand when the boss asks for volunteers. Doesn't hurt, just get in the habit of, I'll do it. Those are the people who are promoted, who are doing more than they're being paid to do. Closing, a scene in the classic movie Dead Poets Society perhaps summed it up best. Professor John Keating, played by Robin Williams, was standing with his class of all boys in a hallway that was lined with trophies and framed pictures of students who had graduated decades earlier. Williams asked his students to peruse the faces of the past, adding, "You walk past them many times, but I don't think you've really looked at them. Look at those pictures of people who were here 60, 70 years ago." He then posed the critical question, one that's relevant to every one of you here today. Did they wait until it was too late to make from their lives into even one iota of what they were capable? Because you see, gentlemen, he said, these boys are now fertilizing daffodils. But if you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Come on, move in, look at their faces. To which he said, "Carpe diem, seize the day, make your lives extraordinary." Thank you very much.
And now you know why he has this incredible record. Thank you, Barry, for your thoughtful and really inspiring remarks. Much appreciated. Thank you. Our program continues with our first student speaker, Bedar Noor, who is receiving his master's degree in sport management. Bedar?
Talk about a follow-up. Good evening. Thank you again, Dr. Templin, for the wonderful introduction, and thank you for joining us and for those wonderful words, Dr. Franklin. And congratulations to my fellow class of 2019. I am Bedar Noor, a fellow graduate student in the sports management program. Growing up as a first-generation Somali American and a Muslim, I have lived most of my life uncertain of where I truly belong. I always viewed the intersectional nature of my identity as some sort of a burden, and it permeated into every aspect of my life. It was during my years in college that I finally became comfortable with who I am and began to view these insecurities as a strength instead of an affliction. However, it is this great University of Michigan that gave me the keys to fully mature and blossom into the well-rounded individual that you see before you. This university took a young man from a commuter school in Detroit, apprehensive about how he fits into the Michigan culture, and made him believe that it's indeed his uniqueness that made him the right fit. From the moment I stepped onto this campus, I instantly learned that this school is full of students like me with unique backgrounds trying to find their way. My classmates came to the University of Michigan from China and India and all across the United States. Some of my classmates came straight from undergrad, while others had families and years of work experience. But instead of shying away, they embraced it, wearing their distinct identities with pride, which inspired me to do the same. But it also taught me a lesson, which is that you are never alone. Although our stories may be different, we're all going through personal struggles, and through those struggles, we can find mutual ground. There have been many instances this year where this was apparent. My cohort and I came together with nothing in common. However, through our mutual loathing of the hill, walking up to the OBL through all of the many Michigan elements, and the occasional tears shed after a long week of exams, we learned that we are in this together and that we need each other in order to succeed. Whether it was working as a team on projects or coming together over some free food thanks to Miss Charlene and Dr. Armstrong, which, as a broke college student, believe me, I am still grateful for. We began to treat each other like family, and that is what the Michigan Difference is all about. Prior to coming here, I perceived the Michigan Difference as a great education and access to a blue chip network. And although these are very much apparent, that's not the whole story. I now know that the Michigan Difference is the comprehensive understanding of yourself and others around you. It is the ability to work with others who may not look or talk like you, but together you create something special. It's standing up for what you believe in, even if it's against the world. And of course, we'll always have unlimited access to UMich memes on Facebook. So class of 2019, I conclude with this. As we navigate life and become the leaders of tomorrow, never shy away from who you are and what you believe in. Make the impossible possible. Go through your journey knowing that not only has this great institution equipped you with the skills to become world-class researchers and practitioners, but that you've made this prestigious university better due to your uniqueness and grit. And that is truly the Michigan Difference. Thank you. And now I have the honor of introducing two excellent undergraduate speakers, F.A. Edevbie and Katharine Bohlmann. Thank you.
Thank you, Bedar. Welcome, School of Kinesiology faculty and staff, friends and family, class of 2019 graduates. It's been a long road to this tonight, and I'd like to take this moment to congratulate all the 2019 graduates on your accomplishments. My name is F.A. Edevbie, and I'm a 2019 graduate of the Sport Management Program minoring in Political Science.
And I'm Katharine Bohlmann, and I'm also a 2019 graduate of the Sport Management Program, otherwise known as the Best Network in Sports. And I'm also graduating with minors in Business and Spanish.
We, the School of Kinesiology, class of 2019, have shared many experiences in our time at the University of Michigan. And in this time, we have been able to see and feel what a true academic community looks like. Our majors may have been different: athletic training, health and fitness, movement science, and sport management. And our post-graduation career plans will take us down many different roads. Yet, we have all been connected through Kines and the school's commitment to preparing us to be tomorrow's leaders. Being a transfer student, I was excited and eager to immerse myself into the Michigan experience and make up for the lost time once I got on campus. To me, it's become increasingly impressive to watch and discover how people at this university go above and beyond to pursue their passions and interests, achieve goals in and outside of the classroom, and push forward society in new and innovative ways. Whether it's been through my work in Central Student Government, or Music Matters, or any other extracurricular, I've been inspired and touched by other Michigan students' relentless pursuit of excellence and a commonality among us that tells us we ought to do more and be the best in all we do. All this withstanding, it's been my experience within the School of Kinesiology that has truly reinforced this concept of Michigan excellence and idealism. We've been driven, galvanized, and energized to seek out our dreams through our interactions with the school's excellent faculty and staff, our amazing Blue alumni, and by each of you, our outstanding peers. We've worked closely with our wonderful advisors and the staff in OUSA to build and construct our individual paths here at U of M. We've worked closely on challenging course content and research with our faculty. We've gotten to know our peers in each of our programs during long study sessions while collaborating on lab research, or as Katharine will tell you more about, during the legendary sport management and group projects. And with these experiences, we've all come to know the power of community here in the School of Kinesiology. a community that somehow managed to shrink a campus of 29,000 undergrads and 15,000 grad students to a home that can be found any given weekday at the OBL, CCRB, or 555 South Forest building.
For those of you that know a little bit about the types of things we learn in our SM projects, you'll know that we have a lot of projects to complete, legendary projects, as F.A. said. We have a joke in the SM program that we don't have final season, but we have an SM group project season. But these projects are what make us, us. And as I reflect upon my past 4 years here, I realize that these group projects, in many ways, were a preview of our lives to come. First, our professors randomly assigned us to small groups to work together on the project for the semester. We learned quickly that several unique personalities can, in fact, work well together and complete quality work, not without some bumps and challenges along the way, but learning to work with people is a core value that we've learned here. As we enter into the real world, we will be hired and selected for various graduate schools and jobs based upon our ability to contribute to the group based on our individual strengths. Our unique personalities will be our greatest asset. After groups were formed for our class projects, we always began by making a group chat and then a Google document so we could communicate effectively and divide the research and writing tasks. In the next phase of our lives, the people in our group chats will be the people that we stay in touch with. For me, it will be my peers from our Sport Business Association and my Michigan football coworkers. For some, it might be our Phi Epsilon Kappa fraternity members, our Michigan Sport Business Conference team members, or perhaps our Kinesiology Student Government Council members. Whoever our group chats might include, these will be the people for the rest of our lives. And as we enter into the real world, we are all going to go on and write our own stories and forge our paths in our respective industries. However, much like with the group project, we are all working towards one common goal, being the leaders and the best in our fields. Our group projects will no longer be graded for letter grades, but Kines has prepared us to excel in our respective fields. I look forward to the day that I get to sit alongside one of my fellow SM Wolverines and be a part of something innovative in the sport industry. Those of you going into medicine, research, athletic training, or health and fitness, I can't wait for the day that I hear about fellow Michigan Kines graduates working together to make the world a better place. Almost all of our projects concluded with a final presentation. As we continue on with our individual paths, we will continue to get better each day of our lives. As we progress through our careers, we will improve to become the best leaders that we can be. Class of 2019 graduates, it's showtime tonight. This is the day of our final presentation. This is the day we present and celebrate all of our accomplishments throughout our years at Michigan.
Kinesiology is a study of human movement, so I think it's fitting to share with you what has moved me during my time at the School of Kinesiology. I'm moved by my classmates here at Kines, by their incredible passion, their commitment to advancing sport and athletics to new frontiers, and their relentless work ethic and hustle. I'm moved by the professors and faculty here at Kines, who are the best at what they do and who I've received nothing but endless support from since the moment I stepped on campus. At Michigan, we don't settle for anything except our best. The phrase iron sharpens iron could not be more true at a place like this. Being your classmate has moved me to be more and to be great, pushing me to excel beyond what I once thought were my limits. As we depart here as alumni this evening, I challenge all my fellow graduates to ask themselves, what moves you? What are the things that will continue to motivate, inspire, and drive you well after these final moments as University of Michigan students? What are the things others might find mundane and unexceptional that you find to be invigorating and exciting? What are the ideals and values that will propel you to maximize the most of your professional and personal lives? As we transition into the next phase of our lives, finding our whys will continue to elevate us to be the leaders and best.
The School of Kinesiology is truly a special place, and has become our home over the past few years. However, it's truly the people that make Kines. We have built a community along the way, and our time in Kines has really just been one giant group project. We've helped one another through the highs and the lows, with laughs and tears along the way. And in the end, I know that all of us would do it all over again starting tomorrow. But there's good news. This group project is just beginning. It will continue on and follow us along the way as we conquer the world as doctors, commissioners, CEOs, researchers, trainers, and the list goes on and on. I know that we will always support one another as a team. So, to quote one of our legendary football coaches, we are the Kinesiology team of 2019, the Kinesiology team of 2019, the Kinesiology team of 2019.
To the staff in the Office of Undergraduate Affairs, thank you for helping us literally make it through our collegiate careers. To our faculty, thank you for imparting your wisdom, insights, and knowledge onto us. To our families, thank you for helping support us these past few years. Finally, to the class of 2019, thank you for being you. Our experience in Kines would certainly not be the same without all of you, and for that, we can't thank you enough.
So, for today, goodbye. For tomorrow, good luck. And forever, hold please. We say go and you say blue.
Go.
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 Blue. Thank you. And now we'd like to introduce Heidi Haight, Chair of the Kinesiology Alumni Society.
Thank you, Katharine and FA. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Heidi Haight, and I am the Chair of the Kinesiology Alumni Society Board of Governors. On behalf of the entire Alumni Society Board, congratulations on your graduation. It's my honor to welcome you as the newest members of the Kinesiology Alumni Society. All graduates of kinesiology are automatically members of our Alumni Society. We hope that you will continue to be strong, loyal, contributing alumni in the years to come and stay connected to the School of Kinesiology through its program-specific LinkedIn groups, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram feeds. Many of you have received the direct benefit of alumni networking and connections for jobs and internships. In fact, I've met some of you via social media, networking events, and emails. I'm sure you understand firsthand the value of these global alumni networking opportunities. Career services support is an essential component of the Alumni Board's mission and the School of Kinesiology's Career Development Center. I urge you to take advantage of your post-graduation first-year discounted membership to the university's Alumni Association. Enroll online to receive all your benefits. You are now part of the largest living alumni family. And as part of officially welcoming you to the University of Michigan alumni family, the Kinesiology Alumni Society will be giving you all a black M pin to wear with pride and let everybody know it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. On behalf of the entire Kinesiology Alumni Society, congratulations to you, the class of 2019, and welcome to the Kinesiology University of Michigan Alumni Society's Go Blue. I would now like to invite Evelyn Chodak, President of the Kinesiology Student Government, to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Haight. Good afternoon, and thank you for being here to celebrate our graduating students. My name is Evelyn Chodak, and as I'm sure none of you knew before now, I am the President of Kinesiology Student Government, an organization that strives to improve the kinesiology student experience. It is my honor to present the 2018-2019 Excellence in Teaching Award. This award gives students the opportunity to recognize School of Kinesiology graduate student instructors, lecturers, and full-time faculty. Kinesiology students nominate individuals, and a committee of kinesiology student leaders select the winners. The recipients are chosen based on their superior classroom teaching and innovative instruction, their dedication to challenging their students to learn and explore educational and professional opportunities, and their concern for students inside and outside of the classroom. Our first award winner is graduate student instructor, Mr. Mark Pataky. Our student said, "He is the best lab instructor I've ever had. He is very knowledgeable, explains things in a way that I can clearly understand, makes real-world connections, and fosters an open and positive environment in class. He is extremely helpful, available, and quick to respond to questions. He cares about both the subject matter and his students." I would like to invite Mr. Pataki to the stage to accept his Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations, Mr. Pataki. Congratulations. Our second award winner is lecturer Dr. Adriana Phelan. Our student said she is really passionate about the courses she teaches as well as her students. She is an incredible instructor and helped me grow tremendously as a student. She always makes sure that we get something out of each of her lectures and can apply it to our own experiences. She is very experienced with business communications, so I definitely learned some very applicable skills and found all of the class topics and assignments very relevant and helpful. She is one of the nicest instructors I've had here at Michigan. I would like to invite Dr. Phelan to the podium to accept her Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations. Our third award winner is lecturer Dr. Kathy Clark. Our student said, although she's a difficult grader, she gives constructive feedback and helps you learn. Shout out to the blood points. She is amazing and super helpful in office hours. She makes it very easy to get more excited about scientific writing. Because of her, my writing skills improved tremendously. I really love this class, and I learned so much. I myself had the privilege of learning from Dr. Clark before I had my first ever internship after sophomore year. A few weeks ago this very semester, Dr. Clark sat down next to me in the lobby of the CCRB while I waited for a meeting to begin. She not only remembered the exact topic I wrote my paper on 2 full years ago, but remembered exactly where my internship was that year. That alone is such a testament to her dedication to learning about each student she teaches to ensure they feel valued and respected. I would like to invite Dr. Clark to the podium to accept her Excellence in Teaching Award. Our fourth and final award winner is Associate Professor Dr. Melissa Gross. Our student said, "She is the only person I could ever have for an 8:30 a.m. class. She makes it so enjoyable that you forget how early it is. She goes above and beyond to keep the class as lively as possible and explains things in a way so we understand how the body works, rather than just memorizing anatomy. She's an effective and engaging instructor who makes you love anatomy. I had the privilege of taking motion capture with Dr. Gross, and I vividly remember the day my group and I finished analyzing all of our data from a semester-long project. She stopped the class and said, "Congratulations, you're all officially movement scientists." I enjoyed every minute of her class and know she has made the Michigan experience more positive for so many people in this auditorium. I would like to invite Dr. Gross to the podium to accept her Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations. I would now like to welcome Dr. Gregory Carty to the podium, but before I conclude, I want to congratulate my fellow graduates of the class of 2019. I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors, and forever go blue.
Thank you, Evelyn. Research makes an integral part of the academic experience in the School of Kinesiology. And we encourage our students to take advantage of the many opportunities available to them throughout their studies. For example, graduate and undergraduate students may complete a thesis working closely with a faculty member on a specific research problem. Indeed, working with these students is one of the great pleasures of serving on the faculty. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge those students who have completed a research thesis this year. Students, please stand as I call your name. I ask the audience to hold your applause until all names have been announced. The graduate students completing a master's thesis are Chi Woon An. Exercise training induces subtle but meaningful changes in subcutaneous adipose tissue morphology in obese adults, even without weight loss. Christine Callahan, concussion and depression, assessing concussion outcomes and depression. The undergraduate students completing a movement science honors thesis are Evelyn Chodak, identifying predictors of upper extremity muscle elasticity with healthy aging, and Claire Ford, neuromuscular adaptations to varying prosthetic ankle power in people with transtibial amputation. The undergraduate students completing seniors thesis are Lauren Doherty, long-term effects of concussion on eye tracking patterns, and Natalie Taylor, metabolic responses to short-term overeating in healthy adults. Congratulations all. Now, at last, the moment you've all been waiting for, the graduates themselves. I'd like to ask Ms. Haight to take her position on stage. And students, remember to receive your pen from Ms. Haight and pause for a photo at the far end of the stage before returning to your seat. So kinesiology confers the following degrees: Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts, Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science. We begin by granting our doctoral degrees. The following descriptions that I'll be reading represent a synopsis of the dissertation project that each doctoral graduate has completed under the supervision of a graduate faculty mentor. Dr. Keitra Armstrong, Associate Dean for Graduate Affairs, will assist in the hooding of our graduates, along with their faculty advisors. So Kara Palmer and Dr. Leah Robinson, please join Dr. Armstrong. So Kara Palmer's dissertation is titled An In-Depth Investigation of the Effects of Preschool Motor Environments, and focuses on how child-level characteristics and instructional approaches shape movement behavior. Kara is a focused researcher with a clear research agenda. She has 14 peer-reviewed manuscripts and is the lead author on 6 of these papers. Kara has received several recognitions for her scholarship, including the American Kinesiology Association Graduate Student Writing Award and the Rackham Predoctoral Fellowship. In addition to being a highly productive scholar, Kara is an exceptional teacher. She was awarded the 2017 School of Kinesiology Excellence in Teaching Award and was the 2018 recipient of the University of Michigan Outstanding Graduate Student Instructor Award. Kara is a rare student who possesses the passion, determination, and curiosity for research, plus a dedication for teaching and service. Following graduation, Kara will begin a clinical professorship position in the School of Kinesiology at the University of Michigan to continue working on an ongoing federal research project and continue her line of research. Congratulations, Dr. Palmer. So now Dr. Jeff Horowitz will read the next dissertation synopsis. Mark Pataky, please join Dr. Armstrong and me on the stage.
Mark Paddock's dissertation is titled Mechanisms for Exercise, High-Fat Diet, and Fiber-Type Effects on Insulin-Stimulated Glucose Uptake in Skeletal Muscle. His research has provided novel insights into the biological processes that underlie the detrimental effects of high-fat diet on glucose uptake in skeletal muscle at the cellular level, and revealed new information about mechanisms that account for the reversal of these defects after a single session of exercise. Mark has been exceptionally productive during his 4 years at Michigan. In addition to his teaching role as graduate student instructor, for which he just received the Excellence in Teaching Award, Mark provided outstanding mentorship to 7 undergraduate students working in the muscle biology laboratory. He also published 7 manuscripts for his research at Michigan, with 2 other manuscripts in preparation for submission later this summer. After graduation, Mark will begin a postdoctoral fellowship funded by the National Institutes of Health at the Mayo Clinic. His postdoctoral research will focus on the role of exercise on energy metabolism and protein turnover in diabetes and aging. Congratulations, Dr. Paddock.
Okay, Landy D. Liu and Dr. Katharine Heinze, please join Dr. Armstrong on the stage. Landy D. Liu's dissertation is titled Institutional Change Around Sport Policy, Passage of Youth Sports Concussion Legislation Across States. Her research sheds light on processes and tactics of organizational and institutional change in sport. Landy earned a number of awards and distinctions during her time at Michigan. She was the runner-up for the prestigious North American Society for Sport Management Student Research Competition and a recipient of a Rackham Dissertation Fellowship, Stanley Kemp Scholarship, and Zatkoff Family Graduate Fellowship. Landy's students credit her with fostering a positive classroom environment and making difficult concepts easier to understand. Landy recently started a postdoctoral fellowship at Western University in London, Ontario. Congratulations, Dr. Liu. Elena Simpkins, please join Dr. Armstrong and Dr. Heinze on the stage. Elena Simpkins' dissertation is titled Black Women in Sport Leadership, an exploration of the sport intersectional model of power, that's SIMP. Her research, which is based on a model that bears the first 4 letters of her last name, SIMP, seeks to fill a void in the literature by elucidating the factors that influence Black women's opportunities and experiences in sport leadership. The practical implications of her research will contribute to the creation of organizational cultures in sport where Black women can thrive as leaders. Elena has been a regular presenter at the North American Society of the Sociology of Sport Conference and has a couple of manuscripts in preparation for publication consideration. She received the Students of Color in Rackham Activist Award, served on the UM Counseling and Psychological Services Student Advisory Board, and was recognized as a UM Central Government 200 for 200, featuring 200 of Michigan's most involved and accomplished students. In addition to earning a PhD, Elena also earned a graduate certificate in women's studies and a professional development, diversity, equity, and inclusion certificate. She also had her acting debut by performing as the Lady in Green in the play For Colored Girls. Elena's career aspirations are to work in the sport industry in a capacity related to promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. Congratulations, Dr. Simpkins. So, please join me in once again congratulating our newly minted doctoral graduates. And I will now turn the stage over to Doug Trabue, the voice of Michigan's Radio's Morning Edition, who will recognize the 2019 master's and bachelor's degree graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Carty. I'd like to ask Dr. Armstrong to take her position on the stage to congratulate the Master of Science graduates. Students, as you cross the stage, remember to shake your faculty member's hand, receive your pin from Ms. Haight, and pause for a photo at the far end of the stage before returning to your seat. Allison Crew. Christine Elizabeth Callahan. Alex Denton. Maya King. Elena Maria St. Ange. Claire Danielle Tewksbury. Austin McBee. Samantha Bauer. Rachel Naomi Logue. Megan Erin Gatward. Jajun Ju. Lingqi Shan Guan. Han Fei Wu. Shu Obai Han. Yuyan Zhang. Nicole Alexandria Johns. Consuela Bolton. Dara Watkins. Bedar Noor. Jeffrey Walker. Drew Jonathan Stapp. Daniel Joseph Robbins. Kenneth Lester Vieira. Casey Alexander Klein. Chobin Jai. Rebecca Ieside Emily Pratt Clark. Marissa Nanling Day. Bailey Warner Baker. Hannah Meyer. Andrew J. Bowman. Steve Michael Smith. Malia Nicole Bates. Mariah Danielle Collins. Esther Harrison. I'd like to ask Dr. Ryan Palmieri Smith to take her position on stage to congratulate the Bachelor of Science Athletic Training graduates. Brianna Kennedy. Ariana Bethany Sen. Mohan Dong. Kaylee Danaher. Madeline Paige Reyes. Jenny Drazen. Kayla Nugent. Shaylin Rose O'Keefe. Alice Jong. Justin Robert Bachholt. I'd like to ask Dr. Natalie Colabianchi to take her position on stage to congratulate the Bachelor of Science Health and Fitness graduates. Jill Hayden Schiffman. Adina Nicole Gabriziak. Marley Giddles. Ashley Chickerol. Sydney Rogers. Megan Reese Reamer. Katie Bradley. Lily Caroline Butkovich. Maria Milski. Isabella Rebecca Pui. Paulina Rachel Vokovitz. Abigail Grace Keeson. Devin William Fuller. I'd like to ask Dr. Leah Robinson and Dr. Katharine Clark to take their positions on stage to congratulate the Bachelor of Science Movement Science graduates. Cameron Francis Rubino. Rio Sacco. Madeline Grace DeClerc. Kikalomo Naomi Sacconi. Alexandra Stellan. Julia Francis Nevison. Amelia Ellen Simpson. Daniel Rose. Scott Joseph Feldposh, Jr. Jesse Dana Ehrlich. Nilesh Sai Pederetti. Danny David O'Neill. Thomas Joseph Shepard. Claire P. Ford. Kelly Ann Sweeney. Catherine Owens. Audrey K. Belf. Meg Darmathal. Nicole Elizabeth Ruprick. Lauren Alexandra Withrow. Tina Kim Lamb. Monique North. Hannah Gail Landman. Brianna Marie Holt. Mateo M. Althoen. Karina Maria Sola. Allie Torrance. Zareen Minwala. Janice Kwan. Natalie Marie Taylor. Jalen May Jennings. Trin Smith. Catherine Persad. Philippe McCamey. Emily Mina Grossman. Christopher Hayden Delaney. Ali Hussein. Jacob Cam. Erica Slosky. Madison Ann Goon. Elise Dawn Farrar. Lauren Ashley Doherty. Hannah Renee Drake. Noah Michael Whitus. Benjamin Adam Reinheimer. Kendra Bavon Jones. Rebecca Rose Mitchell. Isabel Rose Brickman. Leah Brooke Frankel. Erica Frances Colton. Alyssa Nicole Sloan. Nicole Weiner. Alexandra Maria Calabat. Nathaniel William Wright. Max Adamo. Serafina Gabrielle Provenzano. Anna Lane. Josie Krieger. Nina Marguerite Hendler. Daniil Gary Young. Catherine Esther Fuller. Christina Joy Hansen. Ian Alexander Harris Lustilla. Michael A. Kasdan. Jessica Sidney Katz. Christine Noel Benson. Leah Pauline Cardarelli. Madeline Goodson. Megan Hurritt. Ellie Ann Gruppenhoff. Stephanie Iva Liu. Samantha D. Bober. Caitlin Amber Hudlow. Diana Trin. Adriana Borneman. Carly Ann Zeblin. Aaron Paul Van Horn. Jacqueline Ruth O'Gorman. Colleen Ann Marie Wilson. Mallory Lynn Grable. Lindsay Yi-Leng Patterson. Joseph Nathaniel Sharp. Elizabeth Marie Weeks. Emma Louise Paul. Catherine Lamb. Reagan Britt. Caroline Joan Walsh. Megan Eileen Kraus. Molly Elizabeth Forrest. Sarah Quinn Freed. Allison Rose Honnett. Joseph Theodore Daleki. Shanzeh Nurami. Carly Shea Meyerson. Evelyn Florence Chodak. I'd like to ask Mr. Josh Murgos to take his position on stage to congratulate the Bachelor of Science Movement Science graduates who have completed an intraoperative neuromonitoring concentration. Karina Elizabeth Grain. Sarah Panone. Jessica Renee Cummings. Madeline Patricia Jackson. John William Bridenstine. Jonathan Mitchell. Benjamin Roskowitz. Beth Shrosby. Tasneem Ali. Ostri Swenson. Oh. Sydney Elise Badger. I'd like to ask Dr. Mark Rosentraub and Ms. Kelly Donahue to take their positions on stage to congratulate the Bachelor of Arts Sports Management graduates. Emily Tullis Latham. William Donald Hennessy. Andrew Thomas Coleman. Samuel Lewin Popper. Salim Hassan Mackey. Emilion Elizi. Andrew Robert Vasquez. Michael Roy Benedetto. Christopher Michael Fakazny. Melanie Allen. Carly Scott. Maggie McQuaid. Samantha Lee Pratt. Delaney Nicole Cleveland. Brendan Michael Warren. Peggy Shee. Jeffrey Joseph Walkler II. Bennett Thomas Howard Feliski. Tyler Ezra Bunderson. Yulia Eviana Ivanova. Sierra Lynn Lesko. Shayla Marie Lamb. Jacob Ignashik. Lindsay Marie LaForest. Elon Madison Johnson. Andrew William Barnes. Jacob Tyler Wakai. Henry Peter Crosby. Daniel Lucas Didrikson. Kaylee Marie Landers. Jonathan James Markwart. Jacob Zupanzik. Lee Mitchell Hockheiser. Dante Lorenzo Mauricio. Chase Barnett. Courtney Lynn Richardson. Caleb Samuel Rosenfeld. Cooper Maxwell Lev. Brian Horn. Justin Kaplan. Matthew Nadler. Daniel Rosenbaum. Caroline Ellery Abrams. Caleb Michael Gershick. Martin Frederick Wilder. Gunnar Logan Garn. Margaret Louise Betez. Peter Daniel Brown. Alessandra Sophia Bologna. Kendra Kelly Lohan. Kelsey Eileen Gilhooly. Julie Kayla Boris. Megan Rose Cotan. Samantha Savides Andrew. Adrian Ecker. Ethan William Miller. Jason Christopher Angus. Jake Michael Fleshner. Sam Taylor Rosenblum. Alexandra Simon. Maxwell Cole Hodgkinson. Sophie Lee Brown. Andrew Glasser. Allison Beth Koff. Alana Pinto. Abigail Kathleen Rush. Abigail Jean Zacharias. Brianna Alexis Burka. Catherine Michelle McCrae. Bridge Mohan Singh. Asher Jordan Bond. Justin David Quam. Devlin Joseph Francis. Stephen P. Moskowitz. Jacob Seth Freed. Joshua Ryan Bender. Noah Linder. Benjamin Canvasser. Lucas Cole Glassman. Jonathan Michael Ulrich. Gregory Haas Schwartz. Benjamin Myers. Emily Catherine Herard. Grant Froling. Okpalefe Olawatabi Edevbie. Alex Ross Gitkin. Katharine Dale Bowman. All of these students have completed the degree requirements as prescribed by the faculty of the School of Kinesiology. Dean Ploutz-Snyder, it is my pleasure to present you the graduates of the class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Trebu. Graduates, please stand. When you put on your cap and gown today, your tassel should have been placed on the right side, signifying that you had not yet graduated. On behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Michigan and the faculty and the staff of the School of Kinesiology, I congratulate you on your graduation this evening. Please move your tassels now from the right to the left. Congratulations, well done, and I will turn the podium back to Dr. Templin one last time.
Thank you, and Doug, thank you. You did a fabulous job with those pronunciations. Thank you very much. Where's our dancer? You rivaled the dancer from 2 years ago. Congratulations. Graduates, congratulations. Ann Arbor will always be your home away from home, and you will always be a proud part of the history of the School of Kinesiology and the University of Michigan. You are joining the largest team at the University of Michigan, nearly 600,000 alumni throughout the world. On a personal note, I came to this university at the same time you did. Nearly 4 years ago, when you entered the University of Michigan, and it has been my privilege and honor to be part of your class. I can't say I'm graduating. I think I'm going to stick around for a victory lap or two, but it's been my privilege. May you always uphold the excellent tradition that defines graduates from the University of Michigan and certainly the Michigan difference. Again, on behalf of the faculty and staff, thank you for enriching our lives. Good luck and congratulations to you, the class of 2019. Graduates, I think you can sit if you like. Yeah. Be seated, please. In just a moment, we will conclude our ceremony with a song, but first I need to provide you with some final instructions. After we sing, we ask that you all remain seated as the platform party recesses. The marshals will then dismiss the graduates row by row. Families and guests, please remain in your seats as the graduates depart for the reception on the second floor of the Michigan League. The reception will be in the ballroom as well as the concourse and the Vanderburg rooms. See page 3 of your program for specific locations. Now please stand again and join Jeffrey Walker, who will lead us in singing The Yellow and Blue. Jeffrey will then lead us in singing The Victors. The words for both songs are on page 3 of your program.
Sing to the colors that float in the light, hurrah for the yellow and blue. Yellow the stars as they ride through the night, and reel in a rollicking crew. Yellow the fields where ripens the grain, and yellow the moon on the harvest wane. Hail, hail to the colors that float in the light, hurrah for the yellow and blue. For cheer, they're here triumphant, here they come with banners flying. In stalwart step they're nigh, with shouts of victory crying. We hurrah, hurrah, we beat you now, hell for we their praises sing. For the glory and fame they have brought us, Lord, let the bells them ring. For here they come with banners flying. For we their praises tell, for the glory and fame they have brought us. Lord, let the bells them ring, for here they come with banners flying. Here they come, hurrah. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and first. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. We cheer them again for Michigan. We cheer with might and main. We cheer with might and main. We cheer, oh hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best. With pride we hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thanks to everyone for your attendance. Congratulations to our graduates, and we will see you at the Michigan League. Go Blue!